would not exist if my mother had not been able to leave her first husband, who she married when she was 18, like right out of high school, because her parents didn't raise her to think that she could be anything more than somebody's wife. It was very quickly that she realized that she could. But in order to leave her first husband, she needed to terminate a pregnancy.
We won't go back! We won't go back!
And my sister, a couple of years ago, had an ectopic pregnancy that threatened her life. But fortunately, she was able to take care of it, get an abortion.
We won't go back! We won't go back! We won't go back!
That Jesus is Lord. One day, every knee will bow and tongue confess that Jesus is Lord. One day, every knee will bow and tongue confess that Jesus is Lord.
Definitely better, being surrounded by, people who have my back and, believe in the same things I do. And just remembering that we're all fighting for the same thing, and we just gotta keep our eyes on the prize. We can't let them distract us or make us feel too overwhelmed to do anything about it. We've all got a vote and we've all got a voice, so we just got to use it. I hesitate to say optimistic, but I'm not pessimistic anymore. I just love we're on the front lawn of the president, and this is a place where a lot of people are paying attention, and just to show that we're not going to back down, and we have a say. This is our country too, and we're going to fight for it. This country is made up of all kinds of people, and you can't give up on any one part of the country, because we're everywhere. And as long as we encourage each other to believe that it can change, it can change. That's kind of the whole idea of democracy.
Stand up for democracy. We have to stand up for a woman's right to have control over her body, control over her life. Women's rights are human rights. And we were back in the hallways. I'm a 77-year-old woman. I remember when women were crying and carrying on with coat hangers and other kinds of means to save their lives. I remember when women were crying out for support and medical care because they needed to have their husbands involved in their lives, and they had no choice. They had to go along with whatever men wanted. So here we are today, standing up for democracy, standing up for the right to choose, standing up for all the women who come before us and behind us.
And if there's one thing this election has done, it's brought us together. It's brought us together as a people to say it's not a matter of being Republican or Democrat. It's just a matter of being a person, and we want to have the rights. Because if we lose this, we could end up being a communist country 10 years from now. And then it won't matter whether you're Republican or a Democrat. What will matter is that you don't have the rights. So yes, I am excited here. I'm excited that I was able to come here. And I'm excited that I was able to bring other women with me.
Since 2016, we've been telling folks that this is the most consequential election of your lifetime, and each year it's been true, whether it's 2018, 2020, 2022, and more than ever in 2024, we are voting on freedom or fascism, and there's really no middle ground. And so this is, it's a fight for our life. It's the fight for our future, our freedom, our family, and everything that we love is on the line. So it is critical that we all turn out and we all vote.
I'm going to be 65 in January, and I can't believe we're at this point again. And that people have become so cruel and vile and unkind. And this country is really, it's a bunch of puritanical BS that we're based on, right? Because why does anybody need to know who's sleeping with whom anyway?
I'm terrified. I'm terrified as to what's going to happen to this country and women's rights. This is the most election in our country's history. And I think a lot of Americans don't realize that, what's at stake. I'm not overreacting, I'm very rational, but I am very concerned.
I am a black, queer mother of two who believes in a black, queer, abolitionist, feminist future.
We deserve a world without colonization, domination, exploitation, violence, and war.
United.org to join our movement. That's enough to 86689. We need you in this fight no matter what happens on Tuesday.
A woman's place is in the House. The White House!